Magandang araw muli sa ating lahat. So ito na po yung last topic tungkol sa variation. Ito na yung pang-apat. So let's proceed directly to the definition. So base po doon sa name or doon sa pangalan ng ating topic, which is combined variation. Ayan. Combination po siya ng direct at saka inverse. Kaya nga po, mapapansin niyo sa ating equation, ayan, meron tayong direct relationship. Y has a direct relationship with X and inverse naman dito sa Z. Ito na naman, Y is the dependent variable, X and Z are the independent, and K is the constant of variation. Alam na po natin yan. Now, let's have an example. If A varies directly as B and inversely as C. So, gaya nga po ng una na ang usual natin ginagawa sa variation, kailangan muna natin i-determine yung equation of variation. We have A varies directly. So, lalagyan natin agad yung K as B and inversely as C. If A equals 3, we are now going to substitute the values of our first set of values when B equals 4. Hanapin po natin muna yung value ng K and C equals 12. So you just cross multiply and that will become 36 divided by 4. So ito yung bababa. And that will be equivalent to K. If you are going to simplify, that will be equivalent to 9 and K is equivalent to 9. Now, let's proceed with solving the value of A. So ito yung hinahanap. K, the value of K is 9. Nagsusubstitute na po tayo. The value of B is 2. And the value of C is 9. This simply cancels out. So our value of A is equivalent to 2. Next example. The acceleration of a freely falling object varies directly as the distance traveled and inversely as the square of time. Equation of variation. The acceleration. So we are talking of 3 objects here. The acceleration of the free falling body. Then we also have the distance traveled and the time. So varies directly as the distance traveled and inversely as the square of the time. So we have t squared. If a freely falling object has an acceleration of 9.8 meters per second, so the acceleration is set as 9.8 equals k. The value of k is unknown at this point. D, however, is determined to be 4.9 meters. Then we have the time, that is 1 squared. So meron pong squared yan. Hindi po tayo nag-magic, nandito po siya. Okay? Then let's simplify. This is equivalent to 9.8 equals, so this is equivalent to 1. So magiging 4.9 pa rin po yung ating factor. Ayan, 4.9. Then you cross multiply or simply divide both sides by 4.9 and the value of k will be equivalent to 2. Wala pong unit yan kasi nga constant. Let us now solve for the unknown. If a freely falling object has an acceleration of, find the find the distance covered by the object after 5 seconds. So, distance na po ngayon ang hinahanap natin. Based po sa science, the acceleration is also a constant. So, let us put 9.8 here. Ito po yung acceleration of a freely falling. This is actually the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, the value for acceleration due to gravity. So 9.8 meter per second squared equals k. The value of k is 2. The distance traveled is unknown. Ayan. And the object has traveled for 5 seconds. So may squared po yan. So let's cross multiply. So 25 times 9.8. Ayan. Mag-shortcut na po tayo. Divided by 2. So yung 25 po, nangyari po niyan, 5 squared. Okay? Do not be confused. Divided by 2 equals D. Ayan na. So, that will be 4.9. If you have a calculator with you, ayan. So we have 25 by 4.9. 25 by 4 is 100 plus 25 times 0.9 is, that will be equivalent to 2.25. Okay. So that will be 102.25. That is the distance covered. No, 102.25 meters. So that is the distance covered by the object. Ayan. So, gaya nga po ng usual kong sinasabi, if you have questions, please post your questions in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe in my video, in my channel. Okay, so that will be all. Thank you.